Hello, hello! Welcome on back to another episode of a Minecraft Let's Play. We are staring at our project board. I decided to go for the coordinate name and then the SS setting set up for now. Um, and I've been expanding and filling out this project board, realizing exactly how many projects I actually want to do. We got some long-term ones over here. I got the Dwarven base, the automation base are like going to be what will be our main base in the long run for the series. The Dwarven base is primarily decorational, but we might live there for a while. An iron farm we need to do, gold farm we need to do, enderman farm not only for the XP but for the ender pearls that we need to do. I need to continue doing some horse breeding to get the best horse. Is it really going into? It's going into the night. But these are a bit more current, if you will. I do have a sign up here for redoing the trash system. As much as I like the automation, I have a different idea in mind. I want to also expand the enchantment area. We need to build a donation building, which I believe I said I was going to build up where those trees are right there, and haven't done that yet. Donations, by the way, you can always do through Patreon and on my Twitch page. I do have a donation button there as well. Um, I've also been given donations of like games on Steam and like guns and CS:GO and stuff like that. So all of those will be put into this building eventually. I need to always be sorting my chests. I have so many chests of just random junk. Decorate tower platform. That tower over there has that platform that I want to decorate along with the tower's platform itself. That's what that sign's referencing. Expand a bulk storage area. Yeah, we need to do that at some point as well. I keep getting like netherrack and stuff like that and other blocks that I'm getting a lot of, but no like immediate use for. And I need a spot to store those because my miscellaneous block chest in the main entryway there is getting filled up. I need to finish the base staircase as well as the bit underground there. The mine staircase needs to be finished, as well as the mine shaft itself on each level. I have ran into a lot of lava while mining down below in my branch mines, and I would love to keep that lava. I don't. I would hate to get rid of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of lava, and I could always go to the Nether to get lava, but I'd rather not destroy as much of it as possible. And I'm thinking like lava storage silos of some type for that. We need to work on the nether tunnels to actually enclose it in and whatnot, make it look nice, prevent mobs from spawning, and be able to allow us to get from point A to point B without having to worry about gas. And I always, of course, always need to be harvesting my tree farm because, well, the wood reserves in there are a bit low. What I want to do for this episode, though, is not the sword chest or the harvest wood because that's boring. Um, I want to do the lava storage. I have 2 double chests worth of buckets down below in my storage area full of lava buckets. And I would love to actually give those things a place to stay a bit more permanently. Uh, Apparently I don't have any coal in that one. Let's get that coal in there really quick. And let's go ahead and go to sleep for a moment to make a day so we don't have to work in the night. So my thoughts are essentially maybe a 2x2x10 storage silo for lava to actually be placed in the world, and we could have, I don't know, maybe 3 of these somewhere. And since we made some red and orange stained glass for the one mineshaft project for the tube in there, I was going to be using that. We do have some room up here at the top of this tree farm that I don't know of any other purpose for it. We could use this area to make the lava silos. At least that's my thought at the moment. It just kind of feels appropriate. I mean, silos to me are agricultural and they are more farmy, and this entire area over here is farmland. Oh, by the way, I did end up replanting all those pumpkins over there. That had gotten destroyed a long time ago. And I even have the hoe above the store over here now. Just in case something happens. I actually made a diamond hoe, enchanted it with Unbreaking 3 only, and I renamed it to Unbreaking Hoe of Replanting. Just because, why not? I don't find it to be useful overall, but I mean, may as well, my opinion. So let's see, we need to get some building materials here. I want to use a glass, but I also want to use something of a good framework for these, and I'm thinking obsidian. Because we don't have anything built out of obsidian around here, and usually when I think lava, I think obsidian right away. It's not like we don't have the diamond tools to harvest it back down if we don't entirely like it. It's just a bit of a problem to do all of that, though. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks away from that. I'm going to snag some of that dirt just to mark this off. So let me verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 there. 10 blocks away from this fence just allow me to do some decorative things around here. Over by the fence line, like, you know, seating and whatnot. Stuff like that. And I'm going to need to get more obsidian, so this is nowhere near the amount of obsidian I'm going to need for this project, but hopefully it'll work out just fine. The reason, by the way, I want to do 2x2 is because if there was a dead center point in the center, I can't place a lava bucket on nothing. I mean, I actually need a block to place it onto. So 2x2 is the biggest you can make this without doing some weird something or other. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess you could fill up a center bit with blocks and then be able to dig down that way. Or place it against that block in the center. So like if I did a 4x4 interior, I could have a like a block pillar here and a block pillar here. That way I could use the center bits, this corner and this corner, to actually place the lava against that. It would give me a bit more restored space, but I'm just going to stick with the 2x2 by 10 for now. Game, what? Why did you just kind of freak out on me there? It's like I placed obsidian, the world was ending. So let's see. I want a frame of sorts, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm thinking 3 to... Frames, why are you doing that to me? Stop it! So I'm thinking 3 of these structures, rectangular tubes, more or less, with this glass, the red and orange, in the center. I'm kind of taking the inspiration from Buildcraft tanks and stuff like that from Modern Minecraft for this kind of idea. I do love the concept of tanks, where it actually shows off the liquid and whatnot, and you can visually see how much you have in there and whatnot. It's kind of what I'm going for here, to some extent. Do we alternate between the 2 glass, though? Is my next question. Do we just use all of one color, or do we use the front as red and like the sides as orange? Not entirely sure on how I want to design that. I do need to grab my Silk Touch pick, though, so we can actually pick up glass blocks if we don't like something. You know what? That'll work. That pick will work just fine. It has Silk Touch 1 and Unbreaking 3. It's all I need. I'm not going to worry about the efficiency not being on it. Primarily because I don't know where I have put my Silky Speed pickaxe. It might be actually in that chest. I just didn't bother looking for it. It's the first one I found here. Alright, let's grab that block back. And, glad I picked up that dirt. Definitely need some sort of platforming material, if you will. The other thought is, let's just do the alternating for now. How are we going to access the lava, is my next question. Because obviously, this is pretty tall. I can't go to the top and be able to reach the lava blocks down at the very bottom. I could always come through here with the Silk Touch pick and break a glass block and then take buckets and take out lava. But then, in my opinion, that leaves it to be a bit messy. So it's kind of difficult to, I don't know, refill and determine where you have, what exactly, how much lava you have in there and whatnot. I should probably grab some ladders too. Do I have my, I do have my axe on me. Alright, let's see, what trees do we want to cut down? We just need a bit of wood here, we don't need a whole lot. That should work, I hope. Let's go and break that block of dirt as well, just so we can get easy access back up here without having to go all the way over. Alright, crafting table. We'll put the crafting table in that hole for now. Let's get some sticks, make some ladders. So let's see, the ladders could actually go up and through the front. Alright, so we have a ladder up to here. And you can't place ladders on glass, can you? No, you can't. Didn't think so. That makes me wonder, then, how exactly should we do this? I don't know, maybe 2x2 is not the ideal size for this concept. We could do by 3x3. Alternatively, I could not have one side be glass. Though I'm more partial to, I'm more partial right now to the idea of having a 3x3 thing of obsidian, and maybe we could only do 2 of them or something. The reason I say this is because I want to, let's see, what is that? That should be 3x3 now. What I want to do, what I'm thinking of, is I could run a column of obsidian up the center now. And on one side, probably the back, like this, I can then run a ladder down it, allowing me access into here, and as long as I stay within the ladder, the lava will not bother me. I should be able to grab each and every single piece of lava, all 7 around me, and when I want to place a lava block in the center here, I can just right-click it off of the ladder, because it'll be placed off of the ladder block itself, so it'll be on that face, so it'll go into the center. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. Let me go ahead and get this properly situated, though, because I need to take down these obsidian pillars, which is going to take a bit anyway. And I'll need to get the glass in and whatnot, and we can kind of see how it looks. We can then play around with the glass. I'm fairly confident and steadfast on the obsidian pillar corner pieces anyway. But yeah, I need to get the rest of this mined down because obsidian takes forever. Alrighty, I got some more obsidian, 2.5 stacks roughly. I just used up 8 apparently to finish off the top of there. And also made up a stack of more of red and orange glass, and I'm not against the stripe, but I'm not entirely for it either. So I think we're going to not do that. We're going to try it with all orange and all red next. But I do want to test out something with the buckets here. I can place that against that, and it does indeed place the liquid in the center. So I can place it there, places it in the center, good. So I can actually do that to get it into the center of this thing, giving me that bit of extra storage there. Plus it'll allow me access into the tank and out of the tank, and not have to worry about that at all. So that's only one of them. I'm going to do the all red on this side. And the all orange on another side. We can kind of take a look to compare them. See if we like one more than the other. And I'm probably actually going to go with the orange, so that I'm looking at it. The orange looks better to me, but I want to check them out both anyway. So let's see, let's get the red and orange on a hotbar here. Let's go ahead and do it from the inside, may as well. Alright, just need to get up that last level now. Oh, and that block decided to fall down for me. Very much appreciated, block. Very much appreciated. Alright. Now, I thought about using glass panes, but because they're only a half block, or not even a half block, they're in the center of a block, they're, I think an eighth of a block wide, and you can't place them against a certain face of a block, that I feel it just would not work out for the better. So I'm not going to be using panes, though it had crossed my mind because they are a bit brighter, they're a bit more vivid than these full blocks are. The red might not actually look bad. The orange looks fine because you can actually see the detailing of each block level on this. The red all kind of blends together. I do want to grab a few lava buckets though, and do I have any more? What I mean? No, I don't. So we'll go and grab a few chests. So I want to make more than one of those, simply because of the fact that they just, well, lava's big. Lava is big. I require a lot of space for all of the lava. Do I have chests in here? I do, actually. Okay, I was going to grab wood. Actually, I'm going to need wood anyway, unless I have more ladders. I do have more ladders in there, actually. Never mind, then. Got more than enough ladders. Alright. What was I saying? I want to make multiple of those simply because I'm going to need the extra room. And by the way, this is the dire situation of this chest at the moment, and I'm just throwing those blocks in there because, well, they're blocks, and I don't need them on me right now. I don't think, anyway. No, I got some cobblestone one on me. Should be fine. I was going to grab something, wasn't I? Let's go to grab some lava buckets. Let's go grab some lava buckets. Yeah, again, I have 2 double chests worth of lava buckets down below. Let's go to that, and that, and some of those, and those torches, and those torches. I'll keep a stack of torches on me for now. We'll get rid of that pick, because we don't need that on us, and I'll keep the water bucket on me in case of a horrible scenario. Oh, there's actually 2 lava buckets in there. Forgot about those. I wanted to grab another 6 more buckets of lava. That way I can get a better idea of how the tank will look like when it's full. Yeah, as you can see, I have a full double chest of 2 full double chests of lava buckets, plus 2 extras apparently. So I've been picking up a lot of lava. I need to get into a tank. Need to clean up those chests, and I want to reclaim the buckets because that's 3 iron per bucket. I could always use these buckets for something else, and not have to use it for just holding a single block of lava, preferably. Not that holding a single block of lava is a bad thing, because I can fit, 27 blocks in one block, one chest block. It just requires 3 iron per block of lava, and that's a lot of lava. Okay, so let's see. I can put that there, that there. I'm going to essentially fill this level in without killing myself. Okay, so that's 1 level of this completed. We can see what it looks like from down below. So we can see that, we can see the ladder in there, obviously, and I kind of wish there was a iron-based ladder or something, so, it makes more sense and not made of wood, because that would obviously get burned up in lava. But this is what it looks like, with the lava behind it. If I was to... Enderman? Enderman. Okay. If I was to come in here and reclaim this lava in the name of science and put it at the top to simulate a filled tank, and then slide back down because I need to get the other buckets on my hotbar. One there and one there. So that'll fill in and that'll simulate a full tank. Do I like the red better or the orange? The orange definitely blends in with that completely. The red, I can actually see it a bit more. I'm mostly feeling the orange still. Really am. The red to me just feels like it's blending in just way too much in general and nothing is really coming from it. I could also try yellow, but I would have to make some of that up because I don't have any of that made. Did I just waste a bucket of lava? I did. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That would decay over time, though. We can actually kind of see how this works, though. Like, decaying over time, we can kind of get an idea of how it looks at different fill levels of the tank. And what exactly is the storage size of this tank here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 tall. It's 8 per row, so that's 64 buckets of lava that this one particular tank can hold. That is more than a double chest of lava, which is not a bad thing. That's 64, so we essentially have a stack of lava, quote unquote, here. And if we do another one, another 2, we could have 3 stacks of lava just stored up for us to use for whatever purpose, and then it'll be a place for me to bucket out lava from branch mining, so I can continue the branch mine without having to worry about it running into me and having other problems with it. Let's see, though. Thinking about what we could do for the rest of this. I'm curious to know. Normally in modern Minecraft, I would leave 3 blocks between each tank unless I intended on doing it all from the top and the tanks were large enough. For like the pipe work and whatnot to actually fit in there. We could go with only 1 block spacing here, because these tanks aren't going to have any automation with them. It's not like I can hopper out the liquid or anything. And let's see, what does that look like? What is that? 5 by 5? Yeah. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this will be another tank here. Let's see. If I was to actually go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would give me what in terms of clearance over here? Because I'm not wanting to go too far over. I would actually be okay with that, because it would leave enough of a pathway here for me to do something with it. And I wouldn't have to build up this terrain and make it look like, it's reinforced, because there's a giant lava tank holding lava on top of it. I can't imagine these tanks would actually be light in real life. If one could actually store lava in a tank in real life, anyway. Or magma without it cooling off. But yeah, this should work. So we're going to get a stack per tank. I'm actually very much okay with that. I believe that's probably more than enough lava for most people. And having 3 stacks of it total is going to be enough for me to be able to branch mine. We'll have to find out uses for us to do stuff with the lava, so you know it gets used up and it's just not being stored here indefinitely. Make it look, you know, useful. Is the terminology I'm trying to go for here. Alright, let's finish up that side and then not be able to do anything with that side because I am a failure. Go ahead and place that block down, and we get the ladders in place here. Hopefully. Game. Behave. Alright, that'll allow us to get all the way to the top. And will also allow us to finish off that column. As for the glass, definitely want to go with the orange. I don't know, the orange just feels better to me. So we need to dig out all of this red, and I need to make the third tank and fill all this in. And now we'll go ahead and take a quick look at how this looks when it's all completed. Alrighty, I have all 3 tanks set up. I just need to start filling them up with lava. And I do wish to do that. So let's go ahead and empty out our inventory of everything but lava buckets. I will keep the water bucket on me though, just in case, and I should probably keep the food on me too. Before we head down to grab lava buckets, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and let's get another couple chests going here. Alright. So just got the food. I have all the inventory room in the world to pick up all of those lava buckets so we can actually come back up here and place them down. I'm actually, I'm happy with how these tanks have turned out. I know it may be a bit silly of a thing to have in a Minecraft world, considering, you know, you could just leave the lava where it is and mine around it, or just get rid of it because of how much there is, but I'm finding myself not wanting to just get rid of it all. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I enjoy lava. I do like to build with it. It's just a bit difficult to build with. Sometimes, especially when I have a lot of things built out of wood, like obviously I could not use it here, because, you know, all of the stairs could potentially burn, and the corner blocks could burn, because those are full-on plank blocks, and it's becoming night, and I am going to have mutton in my my hand before I try to go sleep here. And I don't know, I always found it to be a pain to have to go all the way down into a branch mine, or if you know, like maybe an above or a lava lake, surface lava lake, that is, you know, like maybe a few hundred blocks that way or something. And actually, I think there might be one over that way. Yeah, actually, I think there is one over that way. It's just a pain to have to run all the way over to there, grab one bucket worth, and then run all the way back, or a few buckets or whatever that you may need. I do think it's better to have a bit of lava, you know, readily accessible, and that's part of what these tanks are designed for. I want the lava to be readily accessible. I want it to be easily obtained and whatnot. And I might even make a water reservoir. Excuse me, I have like hiccups for some reason. Haven't eaten anything in the past 5 hours? Roughly 5 hours. Don't know why I'm having these hiccups. Anywho. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm probably going to even add a water reservoir up there. Maybe one that kind of goes like waterfalling down into the little river bit there. Just to have a bit of something there for water as well. That way I don't have to run all the way down. That way if I wanted to make obsidian, for example, I could easily do it. That's the wrong door, I need that door. I could easily do it without having to run down the mountainside, grab a bucket of water, come back all the way up, and then do it. I could even have a bit of a redstone involved, I guess, with the obsidian process. Nothing too fancy, just, you know, getting the water poured out, and then after a certain amount of time, it automatically turns off the water, kind of thing. And considering I have nothing underneath here at all, There isn't definitely enough room there for the redstone wiring to actually make that happen. I can even have it be covered up with pistons or something of the sort. So whenever I'm not using it, I can cover it up and it's completely invisible, kind of thing. I don't know, these are just some thoughts I could do with it. That way, whenever I'm branch mining, I just bucket out the lava, bring it up at some point, because I usually bring up the blocks lately now anyway. It's not like I'm storing most of it down here. I mean, I got a few pieces down here still, but it's nothing as it once was. I don't think there's anything really in these chests. Oh, some miscellaneous blocks I probably had on me at one point. Trying to bring up all the other blocks. But yeah, we can actually go ahead and start filling in the tanks with all these lava buckets. And we can see exactly how many buckets of lava we have. It's 2 double chests full plus the 2 extra, but I did end up wasting a bucket of lava by accident. Which, that could happen multiple times in this journey. Since there's nothing that prevents you from placing a lava bucket down into another existing lava source. So, I don't know how many buckets we're going to waste, but I did move this ladder, by the way. It's no longer there. It's on the sides to hide it a bit more. Go ahead and come up here and start filling up these tanks. My question now would be, though, do I fill the one tank and then the next, or do I kind of like even them out a bit, or what? What do I do with that, is my question. Alright, but there is one level done. Next level. That was a mutton. I can't place mutton. There, and off the ladder. Up one more, and the next level. Alright, off the ladder now. And once all of these have been initially put in, I think... oh. That's kind of what I was worried about. Accidentally going to the lava from the ladder. Let's see, off the ladder. There we go. Alright, so we got a partial tank filled here. Let's see how that looks. That's what, 4 layers filled? I'm okay with that. And that reclaimed 32 buckets for us. Alright. Yeah, I like that. I am going to even them out, I think. And, or maybe kind of like haphazardly fill them at the moment. So it's got 4 levels. Maybe I'll put 2 in this one, or like 3 maybe. Then that one, maybe I just fill up completely. Depending on how many buckets of lava I actually do have. But I'm going to do that really quickly off camera, because I'm just placing lava buckets, and every time I have to change it out, I have to click the mouse, and it gets annoying after time. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and we can see what it finally looks like with all the lava in. Alrighty, I have put all the lava buckets into the tanks, and that's what they finally look like. I did go for the haphazard kind of look, where the one on the far right's almost actually full. I think it's missing 10 buckets of lava or so. The middle one is just 1 layer below this one in terms of filled, but I feel it's different enough that this looks fine. So it looks like we have 3 different tanks of lava, each one maybe with a different purpose or whatever, and we just been kind of like pulling out of that whatever one we feel like or whatever. But let me show you how many buckets I reclaimed. 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks, and almost a 7th stack of buckets. I probably have a total of 7 stacks of buckets in this base area. That is a lot of buckets. That is a lot of iron. That is what? Let's see, 48 iron per stack of bucket. So 48 times 6, whatever the hell that is, and an extra 42 iron on top of that. If you feel like doing the math, go ahead for that. But that's how much iron I put into buckets to hold lava. And this is what it looks like. Kind of just in tanks. And the orange glass definitely works for me. The lava behind it also works. It definitely feels like it's meant to be holding lava and nothing else. And we can kind of see the sunset through the glass in certain points of time. Um, but yeah, I'm going to end it off for this episode for now. We'll have to come back to that project at some point, though, in the future. And maybe consider the obsidian processing area over there as well. But before we end off here completely, we need to come over here and kill this pig. No, actually, I need to grab my stuff back from over there. Lava storage has been completed. And we can actually rename the sign to obsidian processing. And I would put the coordinates on there, but I don't have the coordinates off the top of my head. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bit of an odd one today. But until next time, take it easy.